So one thing that has been on my mind constantly since I started becoming a regular Wycombe Wanderers fan was how we could improve the atmosphere at Adams Park and at away games. I come from Ireland where we have the GAA and matches are great crack. You often get 20, 30,000 people. I remember going to matches at Crow Park now at 80,000 people. And coming to Wycombe, one of the things that I noticed was not only was the community not as tight knit as what I had anticipated, the atmosphere was not necessarily to the same level that I would have expected. Now, it's easy to compare Wycombe to other clubs like Liverpool or West Ham. We have to be sensible in what we can achieve as a smaller club. But at the same time, I do believe, and this is something that's echoed by a lot of people, do believe that the atmosphere and conduct of fans can be improved. We have a part to play, absolutely. We have a part to play nearly as much as any person on the pitch, because if we create a good atmosphere for the players, they will respond in kind. And if we create a poor atmosphere for players, they will respond in kind as well. A player is more likely to play well if he feels appreciated, if he feels loved, compared to if he's getting booed, the manager's getting booed, they're less likely to put in those performances. So what I wanted to do in this video was just talk a little bit about maybe ways we could do it, stuff that we've already started, so we could get maybe some ideas and people thinking about this, because this is something I think this season we should really focus in on and look to improve massively. It's going to be a season of change. It's going to be a season of turmoil. New players coming in, new players coming out, new head of recruitment, changes to facilities, changes to Adams Park, changes to the squad. Players that we've had for 3, 4, 5 years are going. We're going to have new faces coming in, loan players. So I feel like this is a perfect season for us to reevaluate what we can do as fans and see how we can progress moving forward. So there are two things that I've already written down that fans or groups have already started to do in order to create a better atmosphere. And the first one is the Hourglass pub. I do not know the full ins and outs of a Wycombe pub. I am quite young and I do not live in Wycombe full time. I'm here in Wycombe for the summer and I'm delighted to be here. But I grew up in Northern Ireland and I live currently the majority of the time in Liverpool. But as far as I always recalled, there was no pub in which Wycombe fans could gather really in numbers, drink together, get to know each other. And this is something that I experienced at home and something that I experienced opposite of away. So 14th of February, we played Accrington Stanley, about 2 hours from Liverpool, so I went to the ground. There was a pub just up maybe 2 minutes away from the ground, and I went in and there was tons of Wycombe fans. And I knew a lot of them from Twitter, from matches, and I spoke with a lot of them. I played with some lads that I never met before. But that's the sort of thing that creates a good atmosphere at matches. And at that away match in Accrington, I believe we created a very strong away end there because we all knew each other, even if we just saw each other in a pub and went, right mate. And that is something that we can look to build upon for home games. Obviously, we're not going to get all 5,000 people into a pub, but if you can have not even ringleaders, but the loud ones, the passionate ones, the people who are going to start chants, who are going to sing along every time, get them together in the pub an hour or two before a match, have a pint together, so we can build a bit of cohesion in this community. Something I've looked to do on Twitter by asking questions, by prompting people for their experiences so we can build a tighter knit community. I've done it, for example, yesterday. What was the best goal or the most iconic goal in Wycombe history? I wasn't just asking for the crack. I wanted to see people engage with each other. I wanted to see people interact with each other, go, yeah, that was a great goal. Or we can build a much better community, and the pub is definitely one way we can do that. I also think it would be smart, and I'm not sure how this would be organised, to decide an official away pub at matches. So let's say, for example, we're going to Accrington again next year. If we can figure out maybe on Twitter, maybe if we use that new Wycombe Wanderers list, say, okay, if we get to Accrington at 6 o'clock, we're all going to meet at this pub. So we're all getting to know each other. We're all cohering. We're going to get to know each other a bit better that way. And that way, when we go into the stadium for the match, we're all having a laugh. We're all enjoying ourselves, and we're all cheering together rather than just being individuals who have came for a match and don't really know anybody else there. I found I've enjoyed matches far more at Wycombe when I know some people around me. I've been chatting with them, I've been having a laugh with them, I'm talking about other results, or maybe I had a pint with them in the match in the place before. So I think that's really important. The pub. I think we should support it. I saw James Riching, brilliant journalist of the Box Free Press, do an article about it this morning, how we're getting it up standard. I think we need to support that really, really well. I'll be going to the Cardiff match this month. I will be going in for a pint or two before I go down. Support them. Make sure to let them know that this is something that we're behind and this is something that is actually a really good idea for us. Another one I've seen is you saw the club. They have announced there will be a season ticket holder review into the away end, the home end, and the acoustics of the stadium. And that is brilliant. And if you are a season ticket holder, I am not sadly, because I don't live in Wycombe, there's no point me being a season ticket holder. If you are, make sure to engage with that if you are chosen for that. But also, we have the 1887 WIC, the 1887 WYC on Twitter. So they are a new account, if I get it up here, that has been established to improve the atmosphere at Adams Park. Follow them, work with them. I know a couple of lads who are involved in running it, who have helped create this off the ground. They are amazing, amazing lads. And I absolutely trust them to do the right things for the club. So all we can do now is give them the best feedback that we can give about how we can improve that standard. I have my own ideas. I may speak with them about it if they ask for input. I will also speak about it in videos like I have there about using the pub, the away pub, that sort of thing. If you have an idea about how to improve the atmosphere home and away, please make it vocal, because every idea is useful. Even if we do not choose to use it, even if my idea is not being used, I'm vocalizing them. I'm a voice that people have heard and go, yes, actually I agree with that, or no, I don't. If you have an idea, make sure to let people know, because it's important that we get as many views as possible, as many voices as possible, so we can represent what the fans want and we can build on what the fans want. It is backed, as far as I'm aware, by the club itself, which is very, very important. It's not just a random group. They have support from the club, so it is very important that we engage with them. I've seen they've already got 361 followers. That's amazing. There are other ways that we can improve the community, but those were the two main ones for the short term that I want to look at. I have a lot of ideas, short and long term, but I think for friendlies, we need to be getting down to the pub. I think we need to be engaging with the 1887. I think we need to start thinking about what we can do as fans to improve the atmosphere. We are the ones singing, we are the ones chanting, and we do have the ability to make Adams Park a better or worse place. I've had games there that were absolutely fantastic. Sunderland at home, the 3-3 match, absolutely amazing. Then I went to Exeter at the end of last season, and that was very poor, the atmosphere created by fans. I went to Accrington and Burnley away, Burton away, fantastic matches. Burton last game of, not that last season, the season before, when we won to get playoff spots with Plymouth, amazing match. Accrington away, amazing match. Portsmouth away, amazing, amazing environment, but that was partly due to Las Media Inglesia, who I think we have a lot to learn from. Their positivity, their joy. We could learn from them. But make sure to let not only me know, but the 1887 and other big community members what you think about how we can improve the club. It is important that we get involved. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you at matches again, and I hope you do have a great day.